If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. When you get knocked down, you gotta get back up.
Everywhere I go, people ask me why. Why, Big Steve McCarthy, why? Why did you turn your back on the Mad Dog Marty Sugar? Why did you hit him in the back of the head with his own bone? Well, I'll tell you why. Because the Mad Dog Marty Sugar, he lost his edge. He lost his mean streak. That was the part of the Mad Dog Marty Sugar that I appreciated, that I represented. Marty, you know the match I'm talking about. The first time I saw you come through the curtain, I remarked to my wife, I said, look at that. That is a professional wrestler. He's big, he's mean, he's vicious. That's the kind of wrestler that Big Steve McCarthy would represent. And Marty, when you moved out to our territory and you reached out to me and I introduced you to my friends in Thrash Wrestling and you graciously took me up on my offer of management and agency, we started a wonderful partnership. A great partnership, my friend. A great partnership when you were mean and vicious. You remember Squamish? You remember coming out of that dressing room and that little kid on his way back to his seat and you barked and chased him? He ran screaming and crying to his mother. Marty, I was so proud of you. That's the mean, vicious Mad Dog Marty Sugar. The team of Big Steve and the vicious Mad Dog, all the way to the Okanagan Interior Championship. The inaugural champion, the first ever. Not only that, you defeated Michelle Starr, Disco Fury, 3/4 of the Thrash Wrestling locker room to become the first ever Okanagan Interior Champion. Now that is an accomplishment. But now these days, you and all the sugar addicts want to blame Big Steve McCarthy because you're not the champion anymore. I got news for you. It ain't my fault. I kind of think you lost focus for a minute there or two. Sure, there was one little moment where there may have been a mistimed move on my part. It was well intended, but if a small mistake like that is enough to cost you the championship, well, maybe you're just not championship material. You lost focus. You took your eyes off the prize, and you were no longer the champion. Because champions don't make stupid mistakes like that. Champions don't make excuses. Champions don't take their eyes off the prize. Speaking of that brings me to you, Colin Cutler, Canadian Classic, C4. You want to blame me for you not being the Thrash Wrestling champion. Once again, I didn't do anything. You lost your focus. You took your eyes off the prize. That is the only reason you were not the Thrash Wrestling champion. Now, Marty Sugar, Colin Cutler, you got yourself a match on February 20th at the Okanagan's home of independent wrestling, the Rutland Centennial Hall, against my boys, Mike Moore and Minion, the Thrash Wrestling Originals, the boys that have cultivated their vicious streaks into an art form, the boys that don't take their eyes off the prize. Well, I'm in their corner, and I know you've got the Black Dragon in yours, but I tell you, for the record, I stand behind these men, because these are men I respect. Not necessarily like, but respect, because they have not taken their eyes off the prize. We go back that far. We've got each other's backs. I will stand in front of these men, if that is what need be. Because we were Thrash Wrestling before Thrash Wrestling was cool, and we'll see you guys on Sunday.